Okay, so it got a little shaky there for a minute, but you know, it's actually quite an empowering reading we have here. So we have the King of Wands coming up as an underlying. Now, this is it could be a fire sign, so it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is most likely your energy. If it's not your energy, you could be dealing with another fire sign or someone who takes on the qualities. Like whenever, like say for example, an air sign gets another air court card, it doesn't have to be an air sign. It can be someone who's perfect for them, right? Because the energy that you resonate with is fire. So obviously if someone comes in and they're fire energy, that's like your perfect person. That's the person that resonates with the same energy that you like. But usually when it's underlying, it's going to be you or someone who's really central to the story, to the issue right now. And it's general, right? So the energies play both ways. But like I said, it can be if someone's really central to your story, right? Really integral to what's going on. Whichever area this is a message for. Now, this can be a boss. It doesn't have to be a lover. But the King of Wands, he is. I mean, just look at this guy. I wish my lighting was better. I could show you the cards better. Because this is my favorite King of Wands in any deck. Can you see him? Can you see him? The King of Wands, he's passionate, confident, sexy. Look at this guy. He is sexy. And he knows how to get what he wants. He's so passionate. He's very attractive as well. And that's not just physically attractive. Like, he can attract people to him with his charisma. He's a very social being. He can walk into a room and all eyes will be on him. So this is either how you're feeling. I hope it's how you're feeling, Aries, because it is fire energy. That's your energy. There's this kind of life come back to you. This has been this thing, and it's really sad to see for Aries. You guys, I mean, I'm an Aquarius sun, so I have a soft spot for Aries. That, you know, I love how raw you guys are, how real you guys are. You guys always go with your heart, always go with your passions. But that's not been the case for you guys for a while now. There's been a kind of almost like the fire's been dampened. I've been saying this for a while for you guys. It kind of comes back, a little spark of, you know, the fire comes up a little bit and then it just dampens down again. Well, there's a, you know, with the King of Wands there, he's the granddaddy of the fire suit. So he's sat there as an underlying energy. So I'm hoping that this is saying that your fire's back, your passion's back, you're ready to go for what you want. The confidence is returning. That's a major thing with both the King and Queen of Wands. And we have both of them in this reading. But, you know, your confidence is returning. I think there's nothing worse than an Aries that kind of loses their confidence or loses their spark. But looks like it's returning. Now, not without a fight. We have the Nine of Wands coming up here at the heart of your reading. You guys are battered. You guys are knackered. You've been doing this for a while. Look at this guy. I mean, he doesn't look so bad. But usually the soldier or the warrior who's guarding that gate of wands is bandaged up. He's bruised. He looks like he's been beaten up. And it's almost as if he's like waiting there, like, when's the next shift coming? I've been standing here forever defending this, excuse me, defending this gate of wands. With the Nine of Wands though, that person's not ready to give up. You might be exhausted, Aries. You might be battered. You might be bruised, but you're not ready to give up. In fact, it's almost as if you guys, the end is in sight now. The end is in sight. So whatever that cycle is, whatever you guys have been going through, with the 9, 10 is where it completes, right? So you're almost at the end of that cycle. And maybe that's where that resurgence is. That, you know, that when you get into the home stretch, you get that last burst of energy. That's what kind of feels like is going on here. And you guys have been planning this for a while. Like, you have, look, the Three of Pentacles coming up as a past energy. Now, I don't know. For some of you, you're a bit sick of doing things by committee, I think. This is the compromise card. This is, you know, having to make sure everyone's needs are met. This is not like, it's planning for the future. But when we say that, I don't feel it's a personal card. I always think this is planning with other people. Because, you know, wouldn't you get a 2 for planning for the future? That's choices and decisions that you make yourself. So this, I always feel like with 3s, this is a group of people. This can be doing well at work. You might be focusing on your work, making plans for what you want to do. Can be in a relationship, like the practical needs of that relationship. Or even in your own life. Like, you know, even if you're not in a relationship, there's always something to do, right? The practical side of things, making sure things are taken care of. It's that kind of energy. The 3 with Pentacles are about, you know, investments, work, houses, the day-to-day things that we do. I have the 4 of Pentacles coming up in the present now. So the Four of Pentacles, it's called the Miser card, right? And why is it called the Miser card? Because look at this guy. I mean, he's standing on two of his pentacles. He's got one clutched to his chest. He's got one on his head. He's not letting go of those, not for dear life. But why? Because they're of value to him. Now, let's try to tie all this together now. A lot of you have been planning for the future, maybe working hard. You might have even, been recognized for the work that you've been putting in. This can be when we catch the eye of the boss. This could be the boss. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. So this could be the boss, right? And this could be getting recognized for the work that you've done. But, it's something that you've been doing for a while. You're tired, you're exhausted, but you've been doing this for a while. You've been hanging in there for a while. Now it feels like whatever you created, like you might have had initial success. Fours are when we hit that first point. The first, I would say it's the first stage, like the foundation's been laid, you've put in the work. So this can be in a relationship, this could be in a work situation, wherever it is, you've put in the first work. Whatever success you've had. I'm so sorry, Aries. I've had a cold 2 weeks ago. No, more than that now. And I still have a lingering cough, and probably doing videos like this isn't the best idea when you have a cough, but I'm sorry. So you have whatever that success is, these pentacles represent something of value to this person. So there's something of value to you now, which you're not letting go of. But the thing is, if we don't let go of those, if we hold on to those Four Pentacles, like this guy, he's never going to have more than those Four Pentacles. He'll never have more than that. He can hold on to those. And he'll keep them. He's not going to lose them. But to get more, he has to go and spend them. He has to go and invest them or, do something with them. He has to risk them. So I feel like the brakes have come on a little bit with you guys because, you don't want to lose something. All of a sudden, there's the fear of losing something. And I don't blame you. I mean, you're knackered. You've been doing this for a while. Whatever it is, you've been doing it for a while. You don't want to give up. But you also don't want to lose what you've been working for. The Four Pentacles, they can be money. It could be a job. It can be, you might have been doing some work on yourself, like, recovery after a relationship. So you've been getting to this new place. You've got this confidence now. The thing is, I'll tell you this, if this is your energy that's coming in, he does not do this. He's confident. He will take that and he will spend it freely, because he knows he can get more. Now, if this is someone else that you're dealing with, this is someone else's energy that's coming, who's very confident, they could be coming on too strong, and that's what's making you kind of pull in, because you're like, okay, I'm not sure, what does this person want? Or why are they so confident, so brash, and so forceful, so passionate? So that could be like, I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up my time yet. It could be like for anything, like I said, work or relationship. That's not going to last long, Aries, because we have the Queen of Wands coming up in the future. Now, these two, that's a couple. That's a partnership. They rule together, right? So for some of you, this is going to be a relationship. They obviously belong together. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a partnership, right? These two would rule the kingdom together. We'd have to get all romantic about it if that's not how the energy resonates for you. But yeah, that's a relationship here. That's a partnership here. We have the male energy as the underlying, and we have the female energy, but that's just how the cards are: divine masculine, divine feminine. Apply the energies to your own situation. They can be anyone. What is it now? She's very confident as well. She knows how to get what she wants. Both of these people are extremely confident, very attractive as well. They have no problems. It doesn't occur to them. If you said to one of these two, you're not going to get what you want, they would, that's like inconceivable to them, that they wouldn't get what they want. They know how to go for what they want. So why is there this stuck energy in the present? That's what I don't get. Why is all of a sudden, what makes Aries, or maybe someone you're dealing with, maybe you're coming on like this, and someone else has like put the brakes on a little bit and said, oh, I don't know if you want, like they could be coming up with a business idea. I always see these two as like, they come up with some kind of idea for a business, one of them two. And that's what's like, I don't want to invest in that. So for some of you, it's going to be that you don't want to invest. I don't know though. For me, it feels like there's more. This is something, I don't think this is new energy. It's something that you've been working on for a while. So either this is someone that you've wanted for a while, or a relationship that you've been working on for a while, a job that you've been trying to get for a while, promotion maybe. Something that you've been working on for a while. You're almost at the end of the cycle. But something gets you to pause. And there can be progress. There can be progress. And obviously, everyone needs a breath. Like, take a minute, figure out, what am I doing? What's of value to me? That's the good thing about this card. You know what is of value to you. So as long as you know, that's great. But don't get stuck there, because you won't get more than that. But I like the Queen of Wands energy. Like I love all this fire energy for you guys, because it's a return of passion. It's a return of confidence. And here's your advice. This is why I think it's something that, it's something that you've achieved. Like, you've had a level of success in something. That Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, look at the progression there. You've had a level of success to do with something. I think for some of you, it's not even work or relationship. It's on yourself, because I know the energies that you guys have been going through. You have, as your advice, the High Priestess. And what the High Priestess card says to you is, trust your intuition. Trust your gut. There's a gut feeling that you have about this. It is correct. Whenever she shows up, she says that. Now, she can indicate secrets, but there's nothing else to indicate secrets here. If you're dealing with someone like the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I don't see them as really kind of lying people. Like, they're hiding things. If anything, they can be too passionate. Like, the thing with the kind of darker side of these two characters is that they can be a little bit manipulative, like, full on, passionate, kind of demanding, jealous. Passions run the whole gamut of the spectrum, right? Passion can be sensual, lovely, going for, having a lust for life. And then passion can be like lead to fury and anger and jealousy. So those are the only kind of negatives I see there. I'm not seeing really kind of lying and stuff. So this card to me, even though she's the keeper of all secrets, I feel like that, you yourself, what's happening here. You have an instinct, you have a gut feeling, and you're being told to go with that. Now, why? Because you planned for this. Oh God, I keep doing that the wrong way. There's plans that you put in place. This is not just plans, like, it's a 3, right? So it's also about action. What action are you going to take? But then you go from what action are you going to take to, I'm not taking any action, I'm going to hold on to what I have. I think it's like a brief, like, you may just start off the middle of the month feeling like this. That could be why that energy's there. But, these two, they get things done. They get things done. They know who to call. They know what to do. That is that kind of energy. They could be socializing for you guys. For some of you, this can be a relationship. Because whenever the King and Queen of Wands suits up, that is a relationship there. But trust your instinct, Aries. You've put in the groundwork. That's the main thing here. That's the main message. Don't worry about the High Priestess and the King and Queen of Wands for a moment. But look at these. You've been battling it out for ages. Like, it's not like you're not new to this game. You've done this for a while. Whatever this is that you've been working with this cycle, you've done it for a while. You've been hanging in there. That's led to you making plans to change that. Brilliant. But then you get stuck. And that's understandable. There's no judgment there. We all get stuck. If we've gone through these two energies, and this is defensive energy, if we've gone through this, we're not going to want to lose what we've achieved, right? So I feel like it's a brief moment, and then it's almost as if Aries remembers who you guys remember who you are, and you're like, hey, I can do this. The fire energy comes back. Let's have a look at release your ex. Why is that coming up, Aries? This says the time has come to clear your energy. I'm wondering, now this doesn't have to be an actual ex that's around. What can happen is, have a look at think about this. So this kind of energy comes in, right? Brash, has a little swagger about him, very passionate, can come a little bit strong. So she shows up. You're like, whoa, no, because you've been hurt before. You've been difficult things have happened with an ex, and it doesn't even have to be. This could be the person that you're in a relationship with now. You might have been in this relationship with this person for 3 years or something, and the person before, like, he does something that reminds you of an ex. That ex could be from 10 years ago. That can make you kind of pull in, like, hold on to your pentacles and say, I'm not ready to sacrifice this. I want stability. I don't want to risk this, whatever it is. So in that case, the release your ex card, what this talks about is, the person that you're with now, or whoever's coming in now, they're not your ex. That kind of the issues that you're left with from ex, and we all have them, right? We all have those devilish exes that have caused us to have these kind of issues, or that have hurt us in some way. So this is saying then release that energy, that the new person that's coming in, or the person that you're with now, that is not your ex. That is not your ex. So clear your energy and release that energy of the ex. Like, it will happen. It happens for all of us. We will do that. And I feel like you do that because you have the Queen of Wands in the future. So then those two are like, happy and connecting at the same level. Okay. This one says, be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Maybe you do care. Like, the thing with this, the other aspect of the Four of Pentacles is that this can be someone who's closed off. They're not saying how they feel. Like, you could feel something, but it's because they're vulnerable, right? They're holding on to what they believe in. They're holding on to what's of value to them, which could be their heart, their integrity, their whatever it is. But they don't want to share it. So, because they don't want to risk losing, but getting their hearts broken or whatever. So you might have to be a little bit more supportive. If someone's doing that to you, Aries, you might have to be a little bit more, be more supportive. Now, if you're the one that's closed off and someone else is trying to get through to you, be a little bit understanding. I know that's hard, but, as much as you can. If you're feeling defensive, you're feeling defensive. I mean, there's not much that you can do about it, but try to understand that, just be on the level with them and communicate. You guys are great at communicating, like, what's going on. So just say that to them, that, I can't do this, or, I'm not ready, or can we take it slow? Although the Queen of Wands in the future, she doesn't really take it slow. Yeah, that one just flipped out. There we go. If you can see that. So soulmate. Yep. This is the soulmate card. And we have those two penguins there. Now, I said the next two cards, the next two decks, they were general, right? And this soulmate card is general as well. It doesn't have to be romantic. Soulmate says that whoever's come into your life, the person that you meet, they are there to help you in some way. In fact, in the book, I think they even talk about, when, we bring home a rescue animal. So say I went to the shelter and rescued a dog. I feel like I've rescued the dog, right? But the dog's there healing me as well. Like, with his companionship, or just being there, and the love that, I love dogs. So, the love and affection that the animal shows us. Same with soulmates. And I'm sorry, I'm not referring to soulmates as dogs, but that is an example that's given in the book. That when we meet someone, it's not just us rescuing them or helping them. They are also rescuing us. And these people that show up in our lives, they are there to help bring us back to ourselves, to break us open, to show us who we truly are. And that kind of is what's happening here. This could be if there is someone that's coming in as this King and Queen of Wands energy, just try. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult when you feel defensive, but what it is saying is that, there is a reason for this. There is a reason for this person being in your life. And it may be to break you open, to help you get over an ex, to be your life partner, to help you with a business deal. Like, they're very charismatic, great. I always see an entrepreneurial kind of air about both of these two. So whatever it is, but you have to trust that, they are there for a reason.